Dumb old Zay was a good person, but dumb as a door. One day, his dad got very sick.
"Son, all I have in this life is this house, my old hat, and a donkey. I leave it all to you. Go out there and try to make something of yourself."
He said that, closed his eyes, and died. But before dying, he got up again and said,
"Careful not to do too many dumb things."
and then he really died. Saddened, dumb old Zay decided to follow his father's advice. He picked up his new hat, tied the donkey to a fallen branch on the ground, and left, leaving the house with the door locked and the windows opened. After walking for what felt like days, but was in fact 5 minutes, he found a tree full of delicious fruit. Hungry, Zay climbed the tree and decided to saw off a branch while sitting on the very same one. He was almost done when a man passed by. Concerned, the man stopped and said, "Careful, this way, you're going to fall," and continued walking. Seconds later, the branch broke and Zay found himself flat on the ground. Zay got up, impressed, saying, "That man can predict the future," and ran after the stranger. "Wait, sir, please. You can predict the future." The man stopped, saying he couldn't. Dumb old Zay insisted and decided to ask for a favor. "Could you predict the day I'll die?" The stranger decided to have some fun and said that when Zay pulled the tail of a donkey and the animal farted 3 times, that's the day he'll die. He said that and continued on his way. From that day on, Zay decided to continue living his simple life as he always had, but with a difference. He'd pull the tail of every donkey he'd find. He must have pulled the tail of some 400 and something donkeys. He was kicked, bitten, stepped on, but nothing of the 3 farts. One day, Zay remembered he himself had a donkey. The animal was still tied to the branch outside. Zay ran outside and pulled his donkey's tail. The animal, belly full, farted 3 times right into Zay's face. Sensing his time had come, Zay fell backward, saying, "People who never died is dying." A kid passing by saw Zay lying there and yelled, "People, dumb old Zay is dead." A small crowd gathered. "Poor Zay," said one. "He was a good person," said another. "He wasn't even that dumb." "Just a little," completed another. "Must have been the donkey," said the kid. Dumb old Zay was put inside a simple coffin, and the townspeople carried him towards the cemetery, with the priest ahead, praying. After walking for a while, they found themselves on a fork in the road. "To the left is better, it's less climbing, but the right is faster." A fight broke out. Getting tired of waiting for them to decide, dumb old Zay poked his head out and said, "When I was alive, the best way was through the left." Seeing the dead rising, the townspeople dropped the coffin, yelled, "Holy cow!" and ran away. Some say they're running to this day. With no one to bury him, dumb old Zay still laid there for a very long time. Finally, tired of lying there with nothing to do, dumb old Zay gave up being dead and decided to go back home and continue to live his simple life for many years to come.